My daughter's blowing me kisses out the window. Bye! Okay. My name's Kea. My Instagram name is Kiki Bird, and I'm basically just doing it my first video ever to let some beautiful mamas know how I've night weaned my toddler off boo. So basically I have a number of little tools that I've used, and I'm just going to run through them and show you all the tools. And yeah, okay. So the first thing that we did was communication. It was so important. From the moment that I woke up in the morning and decided I was going to do it, I was like, okay, Anaya, this is what we're doing. Tonight, there's no more booby. Tomorrow, there's booby. When the sun comes up, there's booby. When the sun goes down, there's none. Mummy's boobies are ouchy in the nighttime, and you're a big girl now, you know? And I kept doing this hand movements and explaining it to her so she understood. And so as the day, I literally said that every 5 to 10 minutes all day. So she really got it in her head. So it was this big build up all day long. About 7:30, we did our normal routine. We got in the bath and I said, this is your last feed. So, you know, you're a big girl, so have your last bit of booby, and then there's no more until the morning. And she had a little suck, but, you know, wasn't really interested. And then after the shower, we got out, and the first thing that we used was fabric extra flexible band-aids. So we made this a big deal when we got out of the bath. So it was like, do you want to help me put these band-aids on? And she was really excited, and she kept saying, owie, mama, owie, you know? So she unraveled it all and peeled it off, and then she put them on my nipples, and yeah, and that was it. So that was the first step. And so her favourite two teas are Puka Nighttime and Puka 3 Chamomile. So it's a blend of organic oat flour, lavender and lime flower, and then 3 different types of chamomile. So I mixed those 2 teas together and I made her up a bottle, and that's what she drank before she went to bed instead of her boob. We gave her some Weleda baby teething powder, just in case, you know, she was experiencing pain from her molars, just so, you know, to totally make sure to ease any sort of pain that she would have, so that she would probably sleep and not be woken up by anything. So that was the first thing that we used. So we used this homeopathic from Mullum Herbals called Pulsatilla. So it's the little tiny sugar pills, and it's a homeopathic that sort of helps neediness. So yeah, just to promote her to have a safe sleep by herself without mama being there and, you know, feeding her back to sleep. We love Mullum Herbals. The other thing that we got from Mullum Herbals was a tincture made up for Anaya, and it was a mix of chamomile and California poppy. So this is a real sleepy kind of homeopathic tincture that's going to help promote her to have a restful sleep, a deep sleep. So, you know, you give her 10 drops right before bed. The other things that we used, some of my favorite tools, were 2 essential oils. As a lot of you know, I do Young Living as a business. I'm a Young Living distributor, and I love their essential oils. So we used 2 special essential oils. One was Young Living Lavender, and we put, you know, some all over her bed, and yeah, she let her smell it, you know, fun game before bed, totally relaxes and promotes a restful sleep. And then we used valerian. So valerian's the root, and that also promotes a really deep sleep. So we actually mixed this with coconut oil and rubbed some on the soles of her feet and then put socks over. So I'm just trying to check to see if I've ran over everything. Right before we went to bed, as we were putting the band-aids on my boobs, we kind of did a bit of a ceremony. So we did a little smudge using some sage and some Palo Santo. You know, we burnt them. We also used some crystals and just let Anea play with the crystals and kept sort of happily promoting how big she is and that she's a big girl and that night time's for sleeping and daytime's for playing and feeding. My little dog just jumped up on the computer and stopped the video. This is Paloma. Hey, she jumped up onto the table, didn't you? That's our other baby. Mwah. Anyway, so yeah, so we just sort of really made it a special thing, a ceremonial, special step up, you know, initiation into, you know, having a deep, restful, good night's sleep, which is so important for the mama and the baba. So I wish that somebody had told me to do this about a year ago, because it worked so easy and so well. Maybe Anea wouldn't have been ready a year ago. You know, it's divine timing. It probably all worked out at the perfect time and she felt ready, and that's why it smoothed, you know, it flowed so smoothly. So after we used all these tools to help promote night weaning, so the teas, the Weleda teething powder, the homeopathics from Mullum Herbals, the essential oils from Young Living, the Band-Aids, the smudge stick, the crystals. After we used all of those, essentially the only thing that was different from our usual bedtime routine was, instead of me feeding her to sleep with boob, I left her in her bedroom with her dad and he put her to sleep. It definitely wasn't easy and it definitely took a lot longer than it would have for me to feed her to sleep, but that's okay, and it's just going to take time to, you know, work its way in. It's a new routine, so I'm happy with that. So Anea went to sleep at 9:30 at night and she woke up at 5:55 a.m. crying. Her dad tried to go in and settle her and she did have a bit of a cry when he went in, so I came in the end. She pulled down my top and saw the Band-Aids and said, "Owie, mama," and I said, "Yeah, no booby until the sun comes up." So her dad actually ended up taking her out to go watch the sunrise and had a baby chino, and then she came home at 9 o'clock in the morning and had a big first feed of the day and the night. Day 2 was easier. We did the exact same routine of all the tools and medicine that I just talked about with you. She went to bed about the same time, about 9 o'clock this time, maybe a bit earlier, and woke up at the exact same time, 5:55, and instead of us getting up, I actually put a pillow over my head and kind of blocked out the noise, and she ended up going back to sleep without the boob. She didn't scream, she just was making a little bit of fumbling and grumbling, and yeah, so we ended up sleeping until 7, so she actually slept through the night from 9 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. No boob, no padding back to sleep, no nothing. So it's just fantastic. So thanks so much for listening. I just got so many messages on Instagram from all these beautiful mamas wondering how I did it, and I know it's just such a challenging, freaky thing to think about doing, but actually if you make the decision in your mind and you're strong in your power with it, your son or daughter is totally going to understand that, and they're going to feel that strength, and you're just going to move through it together so beautifully. So I'm wishing all you mamas so much luck to do it, and I just feel like you should give it a go, because it's so much healthier for you and little baby to be getting a full night's sleep, you know. And yeah, so thank you so much for listening. This is my first ever video, so I know I got a little bit nervous and stumbled with a few words. But yeah, I'll make another one soon. Perfect timing. My partner just brought back Anea after I've just finished the video. They went down the road to check out the horses. Hello! Milk moustache. Dancing.
Once a day your voice is everything I need. And all the things you've done give me power to succeed.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it helps you with your little ones to nighttime wean. If you enjoyed this video, follow my Instagram, KikiBird, and subscribe to my new channel, and I'll definitely make a new video soon on motherhood. Blessings to you all, beautiful people.